Angry guy here, and women are shocked that men are avoiding them. Get this channel to 100,000 subscribers by subscribing if you already haven't, like the video, and turn on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Now let's begin. So, women are shocked that men are avoiding them. Let's just go ahead and jump into the very first video.
In this situation is really hard. And obviously, in that moment, you want to let them know how much they're hurting you. But when they're shutting down and they're being avoidant, don't tell them that you're disappointed, upset, or sad. What you're going to do is you're going to mute their notifications on your phone. You are going to stay off of social media. And I want you to take this time to work out, to go for a walk, to spend some time with friends or family, to do a self-care day for yourself. And if you start to get anxious and want to call them or want to reach out to them, suck on something cold or sour. Then go take a shower and eat something. Then I want you to write down every reason as to why you want to be with this person. Ask yourself, why did you put them up on this pedestal? And then after that list, write down everything they have said or done that have hurt you. Just because they feel guilty and they know they messed up and they don't know what to do about it, doesn't mean you should sit there and take that as, this is my worth. Their inability to communicate shows a lot about their character. Why would you want to be with someone who's emotionally unavailable? That's not attractive.
It's intriguing that she's saying this, but if when the roles are reversed and a woman is clearly not showing interest, it's up to a man to know that, hey, she's not interested, bro. She's clearly not responding to you, so you need to respect that and allow her to put distance between you and her. However, when women do what a man does this to a woman, then oh, clearly it's disrespectful. Clearly you are, you're doing something that is causing her grief, causing her to hurt, and you should be more receptive, you should be more respectful to a woman's feelings. How crazy is that? You see, guys, women don't view men as human beings. They don't take they don't treat men the way they expect to be treated. They don't want men to treat them the way that women treat men. And honestly, in many ways, that's the way that men are supposed to do it. Men are supposed to treat women the way that women treat them. Men, for example, a woman constantly has a ton of guys DMing her, ton of guys in her inbox. Why are you going to waste time worrying about someone like that is constantly monkey branching and looking for the next fix? Because that's really what it is. Every guy is a new dopamine hit. So why would you be that guy? Instead, you should be doing exactly what she's doing, not focused on her, not investing in her, and basically, just like she will drop you as quickly as she picks you up, you have to be the exact same way. You have to basically be constantly on the lookout for someone else. This is the honest to goodness truth. There is nothing wrong with having a side chick. You know the reason why? Because a lot of these women, they have side dudes. And we don't talk about it as men. We rarely talk about it. Like, a lot of women, will get furious because a dude has a side chick when all of these women are out here with side dudes, you know? And for example, if she has a close male friend, that's a side dude. That's her side dude right there. And a lot of the times she's having an intimate relationship with him. A lot of women have a ton of side dudes, not even just one. Like you're out here with your little side chick and you think that you're something. Bro, this woman has a dozen of these side dudes. And if you think that she has not been intimate with them, you are fooling yourself. When you're in a relationship with a woman and she's completely cut off intimacy, there's no intimacy in your relationship, you're not even married, and intimacy has begun to dry up in your relationship, ask yourself, if you're both young and there's no intimacy in your relationship, how is she surviving? For example, you'll see her going out with her girlfriend sometimes, getting dressed up, and you're like, oh, it's okay. She's just going out, she's just hanging out. Guys, what she's doing, she's out there looking for a dude. She's out there in the streets, back in the streets, where she's most comfortable, and she's looking for dudes. And if you think that she is not, be getting intimate, you're fooling yourself. Her friends are covering for her, and if start to suspect something, that's when she'll call you needy, overbearing. They plan it out. They plan it out. If you're in a relationship with a woman who is relatively young, you're both in your 20s, and the intimacy has dialed down in the relationship. She's not, you're no longer being intimate the way you once were, and she is still, getting dressed up, going out, doing these things. Bro, she has a side dude or a bunch of side dudes, and she basically has settled into, okay, I got the simp, so I got what I want now. Now all I have to do is either, I'm going to fish around. If I can find something better, I'll get married to. If I can find something better, I'll monkey branch to that guy. If I can't, then I'll marry this simp and use him to build myself up, and then move on to the next one later on. It's always, women are always on the prowl for the next one. It's always about the next one. They are never committed to a single relationship. That's just how modern day women operate.
Like being in a relationship with a guy, you always have to consider that he might be an avoidant, especially if he's an entrepreneur, because avoidants make the best entrepreneurs. They know how to dismiss their feelings, dismiss other people's energy and feelings, and just plow through whatever it is that they want to do. But like when you get in a relationship, there's a big probability the guy is going to be an avoidant and he's going to be dismissive. And I don't think most men understand that in order to love a woman, you can't dismiss her feelings or her emotions. Because if you constantly do that, not only is she going to feel invisible, but when you try to make it up to her, it's going to feel like you're doing it out of fear of disappointing her rather than she is worth this love and care and affection and attention. So, yeah. And a lot of you guys pretend to be all there, all in, very much on top of our needs. And then once you get in a relationship with us, then it changes. And that is usually the most heartbreaking part for women. And the reason it feels so heartbreaking to us, it's because you're muting our feelings and our emotions when we know that the feelings and emotions is what brings color, pizzazz to life.
Here's the thing, guys. If you serve as an emotional, female hygienic product, then that's how she's going to treat you. She's going to treat you like, you're just there to, feed her, to, you know, soothe her emotions whenever they start to act up. The craziest thing is that to actually win in a relationship, you actually have to be stoic. You actually cannot be responsive when when she's going all over the place and getting kind of antsy in the relationship. You have to remain cool, calm, casual, and in many cases freeze her out. And then after you've frozen her out, and you wait a bit of time, then you can give her bits and pieces of attention, and she'll be grateful for that. Because the thing is, once a woman has your complete attention, then she feels like she has you, and now she's bored. Women want what they can't have. That's the honest to goodness truth. They want both pleasure and pain. This is crazy. This is crazy, but it's absolutely true about women. When it comes to a relationship, a woman is seeking out both pleasure and pain. Because you have to remember, there's no such thing as a bad emotion for a woman. All emotions are good, and a woman enjoys a, a wide range of emotions. She enjoys being happy, but she also enjoys being sad, because for her, they all trigger dopamine responses. If she's too happy all the time, then she's not going to get that dopamine response. If she's sad sometimes, then she's going to trigger a dopamine response, because her emotions make her, a series of emotions make a woman feel happy. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. When she's sad, she's happy, and when she's happy, she can also be sad, because being happy too often leads to boredom, and boredom makes can lead to sadness, and then sadness, the thing is, like, well, it's a different form of sadness. Boredom is boredom, and boredom makes her unhappy in the relationship. So I shouldn't say sadness. It leads to her being unhappy in the relationship. She's not sad. She's unhappy because she's bored, and she's bored because she's not sad. She's bored because she's happy, and that happiness makes her unhappy, because she needs a wide range of emotions to keep her stimulated and happy. I know that sounded very difficult to understand for the typical guy, although men who've been married in relationships and have gone through this crazy wild ride understand perfectly what I just said. And if you guys want to explain it to the men who don't understand what I said in the comments, you can explain it to them, and provide more clarification. But married guys understand exactly what I mean. Men who've been married, men who've literally said, I'm done with relationships entirely, they understand this insane emotional manipulation. They understand why it's so important that you remain stoic all the time, because women will literally create chaos in the relationship to force you to to give her an emotional response. And once she gets you wound up, now she's happy, because that shows that not only are you giving her attention, but it shows that you still care about her. Because if you weren't responding in a frustrated way, or fuming, then it would mean that you didn't care about her anymore, which is honestly the way you're supposed to go about it, because you're actually teaching her that you're not going to tolerate bad behavior. And so basically, you punish bad behavior, you reward good behavior. And by doing this, you're actually conditioning her to control her emotions, because women don't learn how to control their emotions from their mothers. They learn how to control their emotions from their fathers. And modern day women, they cannot control their emotions. It's something that they cannot do. This is why women don't have emotional intelligence. They are emotional, but they do not have emotional intelligence, because a core part of emotional intelligence is the ability to control one's emotions and then look at situations logically and rationally while exercising emotional control. Modern women cannot do that. They can pretend, but they absolutely cannot, which is why they're constantly taking cues from their husband or from the partner that they're with. So this is why it's so important as a man to be stoic, because that's the only way that the woman will ever learn how to control herself. It's true. It's sad, but it's absolutely true. Absolutely true, guys. Help get this channel to 100,000 subscribers by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't. Like the video and turn on notifications to never miss another video ever again. What do you guys think regarding what we discussed here today? Women are shocked that men are avoiding them. I want to know your thoughts in the comments, so let's talk about them there. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away. And cheers.